ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः, श्री परम गुरुभ्यो नमः, श्री परमेष्टि गुरुभ्यो। Namaste. The purpose of making this video is to give some clarification on the lunar eclipse on 26th May this year. With reference to our ancient texts and what they speak about it. Firstly, I must mention, in our country, where it is seen, what we call Dirgochara, can be seen. That is, it's only in Agartala, Dispur, Imphal, Itanagar, Kohima, Calcutta and Shillong. That too, they will be seeing that Grahana only at the end of it, not at the beginning, because that's how the Grahana takes place. Except these places in Bharata, this is not, Grahana is not visible. I want to refer the most two important ancient texts which clarifies on the Nirnaya. Nirnaya means a perfect clarification. That is Dharma Sindhu and Nirnaya Sindhu. They speak not only on Grahana, but the Nirnaya, the decision, clarification on deciding Tithi, Nakshatra, Shraddha, Amavasya, Sankramana, all that. How do you decide what is the time for Grahana, what is the time for Amavasya? In that, they have clearly mentioned the Nirnaya, what is Grahana, how you decide on Grahana, one part. Then, what is the rituals to be performed during Grahana? The first part is Nirnaya, how you decide, how we decide. It's very clearly mentioned with no iota of doubt that Grahana is visible only. The rituals has to be performed that is needed to be performed for Grahana. So, if it is not visible, no rituals need to be performed for the purpose of the eclipse or Grahana. The first point is clarified. This Grahana is not visible in most part of the country. No rituals need to be performed. That means the effect of Grahana, whatever it is, the positive or negative, shall not apply to those geographical areas where the Grahana is not visible. Grahana is not Dirgochara. So, no rituals. Next point. The effect of those Grahanas, whether lunar or solar, its effect on the individuals born on a particular star or Rashi is once again debatable, because the greatest scholars on astrology, that too predictive astrology, called it Phalajyotishya, no one can dispute the authority of great Varahamihira and Parashara on that. Or afterwards, all later scholars, they have supported their version or added their own views on that. But the virginality that goes to Varahamihira and Parashara. Without referring them, no predictive astrology can have any place. That is the authority. That is the authority. What I found with my very humble experience is, these two great scholars have dealt elaborately on various aspects of predictive astrology. But as I understand, there is no mention of the eclipses that may occur and its bad or good effect on an individual born in a particular star or machine. This is one point. Assume, okay, there is some effect on an individual Rashi or star born. Assuming, once again, that will happen only when there is a ritual we perform for Grahana. Yes. When this visible, it is not visible, and we don't perform any rituals for Grahana, then there shall not be any effect, even if so, on any individual whatsoever the birth star of or birth Rashi or birth Lagna planets. This is my humble opinion, which I am sharing with you. And there are a lot of things are written on Grahana in Puranas. But we don't find anything in Upanishads, though part of Vedas. The original part of Vedas, I think it's first mentioned in Rigveda about the solar eclipse. Whatever they experienced, they wrote in a sukta, and Vedic scholars knows which mandala, which sukta it is, and it's not necessary or required to mention that sukta number, etc., etc. So, my conclusion is not to get panic on this Grahana, which has no effect whatsoever, even on the environment. Yes, Grahanas, when visible, they have an impact on the environment, no doubt in it, because there is change in the nature, how it affects on the earth. So naturally, the abnormal change, abnormal influence due to Grahana on the earth will definitely have its impact on the environment, which no dispute. But on an individual, the question mark. But when there is no Grahana and no rituals are there, then absolutely there is no panic. Need not be, please. Don't be misguided. And already we are tensed up due to Corona. Let us build up our energy. Let us increase it. See, the mental makeup. Our strong mind builds our immunity. Once we build immunity, not only physically, even mentally is more important. And let us not become panicked with additional load of another panic situation because of Grahana. Please, relax. Grahana has no impact whatsoever on this part of the country except what I mentioned. Please. At the same time, people who are rich enough, have sufficient money, at least in the name of listening to some people, Grahana going to happen something, at least those people, let them spend some money for performing yajna-yagas and dana, etc. So it may be useful to the society in common man. But nor others who can't afford get panic and to lean from that grahana. Don't spend your money. Already we are in deep trouble, financially, physically, mentally, socially, in all aspects. Please don't add this. If we cannot take out our agony, take out our pain, let us not contribute further panic on people. Please, with folded hands I request people not to create panic among us about grahana also. Please. Okay. And I conclude this telling an incident. It's a recent incident where one of our chief minister lost his power. I heard many astrologers of reputation spoke. That chief minister was not in India, he was abroad. When he was abroad, in that place there was grahana, eclipse. That grahana effect, because he was there, he lost his power. That means, who are today advocating, somewhere grahana, it also affects us. They directly, indirectly accept it. The grahana affects only when it is seen. It is Dirgochara. I conclude. Once again, with the bottom line, no effect whatsoever of eclipse grahana on whole of India except those 2-3 places which I mentioned in the eastern part of the country. Please don't be panicked. Be brave. Be strong mentally. Let us face this Corona Mahamari. I'm sure. If my effort is useful to you and bring you some confidence and strength, mental strength, my effort is fulfilled. Okay. Thank you once again. Namaste. For having patience to listen to me.